legend, enigma, and global solitudinarian, the Sasquatch. Tales of the shaggy man with preposterously massive feet have consistently piqued the interest of scientists, travelers, and thinkers alike. We can only begin to imagine that this creature, sought after for centuries, must have a more than intriguing personal life. Throughout this documentary, we will expose exclusive footage that will unveil the life, lore, and loves of the man commonly known as Bigfoot.
Okay, deep breath. Okay, and say ah.
Ah.
Okay, yep, you're still human.
That's funny. I spent my whole life avoiding these things, and here I am. So I've been human for a year now. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and just completely get phantom hairs all over my body. And I'm like, it's happened. You know, I'm back. Scrounging through the forest in secret. But I've got Petunia here, and she's been doing these checkups. See if anything changes.
Yeah, I visit Johnny about once a day just to make sure he's doing all right. When we met, I was going on a walk in the park and he was fishing with his bare hands. I myself am a scientist. I actually wrote my thesis on Bigfoot. So essentially the foot shake is a highly theorized form of affection that has only been studied between Bigfoots, or Sasquatches if you will. It's when one Bigfoot will place his foot atop another Bigfoot's foot, and apparently it's really quite beautiful to see. Anyway, that was a long time ago, and I ended up proving a lot of my own arguments wrong. I don't believe half the stuff I tell him, and obviously I don't do physical exams. I'm a scientist, not a medical doctor. This is a checklist I've been using to conduct my studies. It's a list of all the traits we know for sure about Bigfoot. Don't get me wrong, there is a chance he's actually Bigfoot, but I think I need more evidence.
And this one's with my buddy Ronald McDonald. You know, when I first ventured out into the human world, he was the only one I saw with feet as big as mine. And everyone seemed to love him. So, you know, I just try to be like him. I think this was Abraham Lincoln, if I'm not mistaken. And that one,
His dad. They were best friends, always fishing and playing together. He never knew his mom, so he really only had his dad. He said that one day his dad started to lose all his hair and shrink, and then he was gone.
you know, I actually found these two in the wild. I was gonna eat the big one, but they were just too cute and fast. I don't know. Thought it was nice. Just give them somewhere where they belong.
Johnny too longed for somewhere to belong, or at least for someone in particular. The inspiring search for Johnny's lost father begins.
Hey Johnny, I found this on the printer. So do you think this is like the best way to get in touch with your dad?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think he'll like it?
I just mean like with your whole address on there and everything.
Yeah, but how else would he find me? This one's good. This one, you can really see how tall I used to stand. I really shrunken in my human form. So Petunia's got this theory that I'm human now because nobody believes in Bigfoot anymore. So I got short and lost my hair. Deep down, I know she doesn't really believe. It happened to my dad first, I think, when I was younger. Maybe he's looking for me in the woods. Maybe that's why he can't find me here. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't want to.
But it is even so, the fallen angel becomes a malignant devil. Yet even that enemy of God and man had friends and associates in his desolation. I am alone.
Hi, yeah, so this is where I work now. I think I learned a lot about people by working here. Well, I love my job, you know. Oh, let me get that for you. Make sure to try our fall off the bone ribs or our homemade sides and
Do you
dressings.
smell that? Yeah, what the heck? It smells like the zoo in here or something. Gross.
You know, as much as I try to fit in, nothing seems to click. You know, I shave every morning. I don't know.
Johnny's distinct smell quickly sets him aside from humans today, as many humans are put off by his stench. The smell often halts production, as the crew frequently runs off to escape the all-consuming odor.
How far away was she when you first saw her?
Just across the creek. About like from here across the creek.
That's him. That's him. You see that?
She went on up out of sight.
Saying
up
she, but
that
no,
canyon.
that's my dad.
All this time I'm thinking, holy mackerels, these things do exist.
Yeah, they do. They do. So Petunia's been teaching me about the internet, and I've been watching these videos of myself and people trying to figure out if I'm real or not. I am real. You know, I'm here. People seem to think there's an entire species of us out there, but actually our species population has dropped to just 2, my dad and I. I guess that's why people stopped believing in us. When we got separated, I guess I stopped believing myself.
Johnny the Sasquatch felt more human than he ever had before. Production urges audiences everywhere to not only hear his story, but most importantly, to believe it.
Hey, are you alright?
Do I smell like a zoo?
Johnny, I don't know. I can't smell. I never have.
You can't smell?
Nope. So I don't care if you smell like the zoo.
Petunia, you're a good friend.
My orchid!
Johnny may have filled the friend-sized hole in his heart, but unfortunately for this Bigfoot, friends aren't fathers.
Dad? Son? How'd you find me? Well, you may not look like a Bigfoot, but you sure do smell like oh man.
There's something about the way I have found myself laughing that crept up beside me and took me by surprise. Like the change in the air, you can feel the first days of September.
it turns out my dad started a guided hikes company. He's been going on hikes for years now trying to find me.
I read that he uses his nose to smell out interesting animals to see on the hikes. One time, his group got chased by an ostrich.
Turns out he was just as scared as I was to become human. But he made it work. And check this out.
Johnny grew a primate tooth when I started believing that he was Bigfoot. So I guess belief really is what makes a Bigfoot.
Oh, and my dad did too. Get ready for the wild, son.
While Petunia's beliefs set their transformation in motion, they'll need more belief than that to bring them back to their former glory. Luckily, they've already got all the belief they need. The belief in each other. Thank you for watching. Tune in next time on the BBN, the Bigfoot Broadcasting Network. Born and raised in Kentucky, this is Gregarian Play-Doh.
Something about the way I have found myself.